Mhm. 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 So it's 4th of July 2020, dudes. And I'm going for a walk. Hi. Hi. Namyo Rengekyo. Okay, dudes, you're hanging off me, and it's been a pretty damn quiet day for 4th of July. So, I don't know. What is there to say? A whole lot. I'm listening to some spa music, doing everything I can to do my damn self-care, because I threw my back out and haven't been able to walk. So I'm walking. I mean, any chance I get, I'm walking a little bit or even more. Luna went for a little walk around the place, and I said I'm gonna go for a walk. Actually, I said I'm gonna go for a walk, and Luna said Luna said I'm gonna go for a walk. And Dobby said I'm gonna go for a walk, and I said no, Dobby, you're not going for a walk. She's dealing with some PTSD from this. They're not very bad, but bad enough. I mean, just any of these fireworks. And she's been having bad PTSD. Her heart palpitated all night long. And I was like, geez, I gotta calm this girl down. So I did. Gave her some ear massages and stuff. And that calmed her heart. And she finally went to sleep after she puked up or did something with 5 rocks. But can't explain that. But I heard her up in the night puking and pooping and what have you, and I was like, I'm too tired to get up. I was up till 5 in the morning probably trying to go to sleep. I wasn't going to get up because the dog was puking and pooping, because Luna's been puking and the cat's been puking. And I got to tell you, there's a whole lot of puking going on. And so when I woke up this morning, I was planning on cleaning up some puke and some poop, and what I found was 5 little stones on the rug. I asked Darren about them, and he said, I don't know. And I said, well, I thought they were like little, I hate to use the word, but turds. And then I picked them up, and they were like little pieces of gravel, like like that big, okay? We're not talking something fun to have in you. You know. Oh, wait, no, sorry, it was this size, sorry. We're not talking little pieces of sand, we're talking gravel. And Dobby wouldn't tell me whether that was something that she left behind or not. So anyway, she finally calmed down. We all fell asleep, and then I found that gravel the next day, and I was like, I mean this morning. God, I act like it was 20 years ago, but this morning, and well, anyway, she's feeling better, but she's still, not. She doesn't do well with the fireworks. She freaks and has bad PTSD from it, and so I've been trying to take care of her, but at the same time, I gotta take care of me, and I gotta go for a walk. So Darren is, staying home and playing the trumpet. The trumpet will help her. He'll drown out the fireworks. Well, I'm coming over here near my coffee shop where, I'm no longer welcome. And, but this is my fucking neighborhood. I'm gonna walk around here as much as I want, but I'm not going right up to the coffee shop at the moment. They're not even open, but the people live nearby, and they looking out their window going, that bitch is over there near our coffee shop. And I'm going, that's probably not what they're saying, you guys, but but I do want to leave people a little space when they finally need it after 2 years of me hanging out at their place for hours on end every day. Yeah, I get it, kinda. On the other hand, it's like sad, but I'm trying to cry a little bit, dudes. Cry a lot lately. Some people have died. Darren and I have ended up in court, and here's a new one, against each other, and we're still getting along and still, cohabitating and shit. But I gotta tell you, it's been damn rough. So, and it's been one of those deals where it's like, either quit the addictive stuff or die, and I'm saying actually just quit the addictive stuff and don't die. And so he's put up quite a hell of a fight about it. And then I think with this court thing and a lot of reiteration on my part, he's accepting that this is changing. And I gotta tell you, I've been going through some serious grief loss, in part because of that, but in part because some friends of mine died, I think I can hear Darren still. Some people I know died, and when I say friends, I mean, I'm defining that broadly, One was more of a family member, and another one was more of a bit of a stranger, but it doesn't matter because it feels like my friends have died. And this is during COVID, so it's rough, and then with this crazy shit with Darren, and I've just been crying a lot, and he's been like, quit crying, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna quit crying. I can't quit crying, I gotta cry. So sometimes he can't be of help, and other times he can. All I know is I keep crying as much as I can. Yay, yippity doodle. Nice goal to have in life. But still, I had to do it, and meaning cry, and so I've been trying, It's been harsh, but all I'm doing in response is my self-care. Yeah, I could have, did I say I pulled my back out or whatever? My back went out. I say my back went out and didn't come back. And I want it back because it's my back. And so that's been super difficult for me. I have to move about and do shit, And for me to not be able to is just bad for me. So I've done it a little bit still. As for a while I couldn't hardly even seriously couldn't walk, and that's the second time in this last month that I couldn't walk. And that's bad. I mean, that is super discouraging to me to be going through that. But that said, I'm still here on this fucking planet. And that's more than a lot of people can say right now. Because I hate to say it, they're dead. And people want me to be positive. It's like, how do you be positive? What do you do? Like say, oh, yeah, nobody died. It's like, no, they have died. They really have. And that's the truth. So, and then you have to grieve it. And that's, there's the positive thinking works until you get so deep in denial that your life falls apart a billion times like mine has. And at the same time, you do have to be positive. You have to think positive. You have to. So it's a weird balance. That's what I've been working on. Walking with my cane all over the place whenever I can walk. And I'm doing all right now, man. Here's some trash. It smells pretty bad. It's not exactly, the best trash in the world. But I will say, I've still gotten some good shit out of here. Hang on, let's see if we can get this out. It's pretty light, so I don't know what it is. But there's some stench in here, so I don't want to find that. To be honest, I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna leave it. I found a bunch of clothes today. Yeah, I'm walking near the old coffee shop right now, and I'm, trying to process that loss. Jiminy Christmas, to put it nicely. So, anyway, you guys can probably tell that I've had a lot of losses since I came to Santa Fe. But right now, the whole world is feeling a lot of loss. So, at least I'm not alone in my aloneness and my loss. So, I don't know. People would say, stay out of the trash, it's COVID. And I'd say, yeah, I get you, but I'm also gonna not stop the positive things in my life, like digging in the trash. like I found some shit yesterday and today, and both times I was like, man, thank goodness, I am so glad that I found some cool shit to give me hope for my future. You know, somebody, not this camera, this is Ava Gardner, but somebody threw Ernest Borgnine out at me one day when I was wondering whether or not I was even going to be able to make my dreams come true. And I was saying, please, let them come true without me if I can't be a part of the dream. But let me get in there if I can. Let me slip in there if it's possible. And then somebody threw a camera out of their car at me. And I went over and picked it up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And that's Ernest Borgnine. So, right now you guys are Ava Gardner, but Ernest Borgnine's pretty damn great. You know? Shit. So, I don't know. It was a straight up message from the fucking universe as far as I'm concerned. Hang in there. But I've needed that message because it's been rough, man. Since then, I lost the coffee shop. Before that, I lost a friend. And then since then, I lost another friend. And none of it was to COVID. One was to alcoholism, and the other was to a different long-term illness. And the alcoholism thing was pretty fucking shocking, man. These addictions will kill you. As if anybody didn't know that, but the only ones who don't know it are the addicts. And I told my baby many times lately while he was drinking Listerine, you're gonna die, dude. You better fucking stop it. You're gonna die. Now he's out playing tennis, so had to call the cops and do all this shit, you know, and go to court, put him through court again. It's like, I don't even know why he wants to be around me. Because, you know, he's been pretty mad at me for it. It's like, well, I could see being mad at me if, you know, this wasn't 7 years into the damn deal. But since it is 7 years into the damn deal, and all the ways I've enabled him and tried to work it out in a less painful way, and letting him know what this is coming to, you know, every step of the way, then, you know, I did the best I could do. I can't stand the cops, and I had to call them, and I can't stand court, and I had to, having to do that, and it's all rather fucking tragic, because I kept thinking he'd figure it out before this, you know, especially with me helping him by telling him constantly that he has to get his shit together, or it's gonna come to this, you know. And I guess it wasn't enough motivation, so now he's out playing tennis like a crazy person and putting his all into, you know, being healthy. So I'm so glad, and I'm proud of him for that. I'll give this one away. Damn it. Yeah, these addictions are so powerful, they feel like you're gonna die if you don't do them. And that and that you're gonna live if you do them. And so people die because they're trying to choose life by choosing to kill themselves slowly or quickly or what have you. Yeah, you know, I should know better than all this shit, but I didn't, I guess. So I was the only one who didn't learn. But I think in part you learn what you learn because you can. And I couldn't back then, back in the day. And now I can. And I'm glad it's not too late, because I was starting to wonder, man, if it was going to be too late for me, you know? Shit. Bunch of clothes buried under here. My back is pretty fucking sore, so let's see what I can grab out of here. Well, I hate it that people are throwing away this nice stuff. You know, it just bugs the crap out of me that they do this. And I can't do it all myself. I can do a hell of a lot, but I'm always coming back in and trying to save everything from being trashed. And that's an awful big load I put on myself. No wonder my back hurts. Some very strong perfume threw that away. Okay. I'm pretty damn good at this, dude, so I'll be back for that stuff. I'm gonna carry this home. I don't know, maybe this is just as much an addiction to save stuff from the trash, but tell that to Mother Teresa. I've saved such beautiful stuff, and I've done, you know, really everybody in our house, in our apartment, and maybe everybody, I don't know where we live, but I'm not gonna say that about everybody where we live. But, you know, everybody in our apartment was doomed for the dumpster. The cat came from the gutter. Luna came from a really abusive past. Dobby was in a shelter. And Darren was on the streets. And I was living in my car. I guess we needed each other because nobody else was going to be around us. So. But I'm going to help a lot of people with this shit I've dragged out of the trash, I hope. And I'm helping myself. I know I'm probably killing myself in another sense. Straining my back and straining my life. But isn't that what anybody does if they have a dream? I got this out. I was able to get it. It's super heavy. And I'm gonna go back for the other part of it.
Shit,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
that's
you weren't gonna carry
half of
heavy
it.
stuff.
Yeah, that isn't heavy. I couldn't get it out when it had both. When it had all of it. But I'm not gonna wash that stuff. I'm gonna sort it, give it away if it's giveaway,
Okay.
and then wash it if it's
Where
keep.
do you want it?
Right there. I'll be right there where it is, and I'll be back and sort some more. That sounds great, babe. Anyway, I don't know if I'm a good example of how to, you know, have a sustainable life, because I don't think this is really sustainable, what I'm doing. But right now, It's what I feel I have to do. And hey, it's got me moving again. Because it renews my sense of purpose for my dreams. And all these people have tried to put a stop to it, and they're probably right to do that. That's the worst part. Is I know there's going to come an end to it where either other people take over and start to, create a system where these things can be saved and diverted from the trash in a sustainable community, or else nobody will, and I'll have to quit because, I really need to be writing, not culling through garbage and cleaning my house constantly and sorting through my own stuff. And now we've got, let's just say mountains of stuff in the house to give away. And right now with COVID, we can't give it away because nobody can come get it. And since they've continued to keep our car from us so far, and I'm hoping it'll be back, But since they've continued to do that, I can't move it on myself. And, it's been rough getting to the point where I would even give it away. So I'm not being dishonest. I'm being honest. Some of the stuff I was like, no way. These are my resources for my business. And, but I've decided life is so full of abundance, I don't need to hang on to stuff. It'll come right back. Like, seriously, I'll give something away. It'll be in the trash the next time I check. So it's like, okay, I don't need to be fretting too much. Yes, we need a new laptop. That was one of the casualties of this latest BS. And so, but it'll come back, so somebody might throw it out the window at me. Throw one out the window at me. Make it an apple. Make it an apple. Make it a little AirBook Mac. Because my camera's a Canon. This one's a Nikon. And Ernest Borgnine's a Canon. Well, that's a pretty fucking nice camera. I love Canons. Whoa. Oh, I just stepped in shit. People let their dogs shit right on the sidewalks, but, that's the difficulty of living in an urban environment. But how's this for an urban environment?